Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make.
There we go. Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. Oh my god. Why is it delayed? It looks like there's a delay, but there isn't a delay. So, anyways, today I just finished sending my little puppy girl to heaven. So, while we're all sad and everything, I feel like, you know, sometimes the best way it is to celebrate life. You know, celebrate life. So, you know, I'm gonna celebrate life. I'm gonna think that she is no longer in pain. She was actually in a lot of pain. She's got tumors and everything. A lot of pain. So, now she's not in pain anymore. I am going to celebrate with a smoke and a drink. So, I figure while I do that, I can get back on the groove. I can, you know, talk about a new drink for people that might wonder how things are, you know, together, right? For those people who want to join me on the chat room, I did post a Google Meet code if somebody want to join. If not, and we'll go as a standard kind of thing. So, why I pull this to the middle. Of course. Come on. In the middle. So, today I'm gonna smoke the Casa Cuevas Prensado Maduro. But the difference is I'm gonna try to drink this Japanese whiskey. And it's really funny because I think this is a Japanese whiskey that's not really a Japanese whiskey. Hashimoto, the code is right in Discord. The code is right in Discord, right under. Okay. So, it's called ShinJu. And I think this is a kind of play on words. Because over this is also pronounced ShinJu. Okay? But that's not what they mean by ShinJu. Now, this ShinJu means has been bestowed and taught by God. All right, that's what it means right here. However, the ShinJu they meant here is also pronounced ShinJu, but they meant pearl. All right, they meant pearl. Okay, so, and the back is in English, so I would think that this is partnered up between a Japanese person and an American person. From what I was told, this person was a black person, but I don't have any information on that. So we only focus on the drink, okay? Focus on the drink. So this is 80 proof, 40% alcohol, 750 milliliter blended whiskey, I believe. Blended whiskey. Yo, Hashimoto, if you want to get up, I put the code, the meat code right in the Discord. So if you go to Discord, you'll see it. All right. So why is this sound kind of weird? Let me put this to the side. Here we go. All right. So, hey Brian, Hershey with you. So over here it says it used the water from Sacred Mountain of Mount Fuji, which I think that's like a play on word because Mount Fuji is not really sacred per se. It's more like a tourist attraction. And I don't think Mount Fuji was famous for their water. All right, because Mount Fuji is that area, Hakone and stuff. They are hot springs. Okay, famous for hot springs. Now, you would think that, contrary to other people's belief, hot springs don't have clean water. Alright? Hot springs water is filled with mineral and sulfur. It's volcano, so you gotta get sulfur, right? And that's what it is. So like, you know, for them to say this is like the tear of gods become jade pearl and this beautiful water, I think a little bit, well, for advertised purposes, for Asian that would be misleading, because what I think is, hey, Mount Fuji is not like Fiji. You go there for, you know, water. Mount Fuji is a volcanic area, tourist attraction, where you go there and get like volcanic egg and stuff like that. It's like, it smells like sulfur, right? They don't have clean water. It's sulfur mineral like water. You can go to any volcanic area, you can't really expect clean water. Okay, sure, water goes through carbon and stuff to clean it out. You know, ash, coal, charcoals from the ash, but it's not really an active volcano. So I don't know what they mean by good water. All right, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So I'm gonna light up a cigar, and then I'm gonna try this. And I have an empty cup right here, and that's what I'm gonna try it with. Now, if it doesn't taste good, I already put together old fashioned. I'm just gonna dump it in here and drink it as old fashioned. So there we go. Now I just want to say, don't worry about me. If you have to do whatever, it's a weekday. I know it's a weekday, so I figure I'll do this and then do an episode because I missed yesterday's episode. So today I'll do one. I'll do one, right? So it's not good. Huh? Actually, not too bad. Not gonna be a problem. We're fine. Also, as a celebration, that Soy Sauce Assassin will be trademarked. I got a date for publish. So, Soy Sauce Assassin, there can only be one. Only be one. So, let me light this up. Okay. Alright, let's open this ShinJu. Now, by the way, if you ask me why I choose this one, it's because I went to the alcohol store right after sending my puppy to heaven. And I was like, you know, I gotta drink something. I gotta celebrate. And there was a bunch of stuff. And obviously, none of them really impressed me because they're just regular stuff. So I say, you know what? Choose whichever one that the bottle interests you, and I will drink it. So that's the one I should choose. I actually saw the other one is called Tenjaku. That one interested me a little bit more. That one's actually cheaper, but she's like, this one has, you know, looks pretty good. So we tried this one. Next time I'll go get a bottle of Tenjaku and try that too. All right, so that's how it looks like. This is actually not aluminum foil. This is just plastic. That's the same as the topper. Okay, it's a silicone cork. Not really corking cork, I think. Okay. I see Hashimoto. Boom. Hashimoto! Hold on a second. I think I have trouble hearing you, so I had to change the setting a little bit. Noise cancellation. I don't have blah. Nope. That's microphone, that's speaker, but I think the speaker will have to go to default for me to hear you. Alright. Test up. I think I can hear you now. Let's see. Window capture. That one. Hashimoto, can you hear me?
Yep.
Cool. All right, so now that I dumped a little bit into a cup, let's try this. Let's give this a try. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Not too bad. When you have a drink and cigar, nothing's too bad. Okay. That is fruity, but it has this like really distinct alcohol smell. Like when you smell it, it smells like rubbing alcohol. Not alcohol swap. It smells like that. It's got that floral alcohol smell. Ooh. It has a kick to it. It's got it tastes like a Japanese whiskey. It tastes closer to a. It's got that fruity note, so it's closer to a Scotch than a bourbon, but definitely a mixed one because it's all over the place. And it's got this afterburn. It burns. It's not that smooth. It's got a little bit peat to it, so you can taste that earthiness. It's definitely a drink that you want to put in a mix. It tastes pretty good, but it feels like it's missing something. It needs something to help it. So you want to put it into a mixed drink. So I'm dumping into my old-fashioned mix. It smells... It really does smell not ready. It smells very young. It smells, like I say, it smells like just pure alcohol almost. So like if you got some water and then you put in a barrel, and to get all the mineral, and all the taste out of that barrel, so the color changed, and then you add vodka in there, stir it up. That's how it feels like when you smell it. So it smells like the aroma is separate from the alcohol. And when you taste it, it's kind of like that too. You taste the aroma, you taste the wood, you taste the fruitiness, and then alcohol. So it's definitely supposed to be a mix. I don't think that you want to drink this straight. It makes a huge difference. This is about a $40-something bottle. And I think that if you spend another $20, you can buy a Nika Yoichi, and it will be 100 times better than this. So they tried, and I think this actually won some award in New York or something like that. Like there was like a whole advertising thing going on, and there was actually like some review thing given #1. This is far from #1 as Japanese whiskey though. Yeah, the ShinJu is 40 proof. Oh, no, it's 80 proof. It's 80 proof. I'm sorry. 80 proof, 40% alcohol. I think it's meant to be mixed. Now I'm gonna try it as a mix. I don't think that's enough. I'm gonna add a little bit more.
Sorry to hear about your dog, brother.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for thinking about it. So, I mean, for me, she was under a lot of pain. I can tell she was under a lot of pain. In fact, she actually died once 2 days ago.
Damn.
Yeah, so she wasn't breathing when I woke up in the morning, or actually more like an afternoon. So I walked by her, and she's got that. You would think that she's sleeping because she's on the ground like that, but her eyes kind of half open. But I usually just look at her body. If she breathes, I'm okay.
Right.
But she wasn't moving, so I started trying to wake her up, and that took a while. And then she finally woke up. I was like, "Oh, that's a miracle," But she hasn't been doing good since that awake. So like she just vomited and all that stuff. So
Yep, been there many times.
And we noticed that she's been frowning a lot. And you can tell when she left, her frown just goes away. Like her eyebrow just went like that, opens up, and you know she was in pain. So
Right.
yeah, this is definitely a mix kind of thing. Cheers. This is definitely a mix kind of drink. Because now I dump it in here, I taste a little bit wood, but the rest is alcohol. Aside from the flavor of old fashioned should have, I just taste alcohol. So, like, I wouldn't even use this as a mix, to be honest. Like, this would be a bad contender to infuse cigar with, because you would taste nothing. It would taste nothing. There's not much taste to it. Not much taste to it. So you will use it as a mixer to something that has much more flavor. I don't know, like for a bad comparison, you probably want to add something like into like pina colada or like Bloody Mary, where the content of itself has a lot of taste, and all you needed was the alcohol. That's what you'll use this for. So
Yeah, just shoot it.
I don't even think you want to shoot this, because the burn actually burns. It wasn't smooth. So, yeah, definitely not the best. Not the best, but I would say if you want to spend $40, go buy something decent. But go buy a regular bourbon. You'll probably be better off, because I think half this price have to do with importing it. This is probably a $20 whiskey. That the price of being $40-something has to do with being importing it from Japan, because this is a product of Japan, so you have to import it. Now, when you import it, portion of that cost goes to tax, tariff, and shipping. And I think that's why this thing costs $40-something, which tells you you're drinking a $20 whiskey.
Shit, just buy a bottle of Buffalo Trace for that.
Exactly, right? You probably better off buying Buffalo Trace. You're probably better off buying like a Woodford, or I don't know, Jim Beams will probably be better. But yeah, this is not the best. Not the best. Thank God that I have the mix made already, because I have a feeling. Because I've seen this drink here and there, but I had never seen people buying it. I see that their website has a lot of videos and stuff like that, but I have never seen anybody buying it.
That's why.
Hey, Val is here. Boom. Hey, Val.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you didn't have to come out the cold, man. I know it's gonna be wicked cold over there.
A little bit.
So yeah, I mean, this drink, I don't really see people buying it, and and usually when you go and find a Japanese whiskey, you're looking at minimum $50 and up, right? You're looking at $50 and up, and in the hundreds. Akashi, Gura, they're all in the $200 range, and you find something that's like $40 range. That should be a tell sign that something's up, right? And it's blend, right? If something's good, you want to strive for it, not blending it, right? When you want to be a single malt, not blended. But this didn't say anything about that. It just tells you that they have to get to that flavor. And usually when something blended, that means it's not all good. You mix good with bad to get okay, right? So this is one of those for sure. Anyways, Matt, what are you smoking today?
Still smoking my Murcielago.
Here we go. Val, what are you smoking today?
Quagus?
Yeah, here we go. No, that's 1502.
1502.
Well, that was close. I had Quagus on my mind. It was a 1502. You're right.
You got confused because it came in the Michael shipped to you in that
Right.
Daria box.
All right. Chris C said Japanese whiskey is getting harder and harder to find nowadays. Can't find Hibiki Harmony or Yamazaki 12 anywhere nowadays. Now, here's the thing, though. I know Century is ramping up their production by like 300% next year. So you're gonna be able to find Century drinks a lot easier. So Hibiki, Yamazaki, those are gonna be easier to find. You know,
Yeah, he's right though. You can't find it right now. It's hard.
I'm rationing my my Yamazakis. So
Yeah, I touched mine because I don't. It's like you can't find it, so I'm like, I'm not gonna drink the shit.
right, yeah, like because if you drink the 12 and know that the to keep production, I think they had to sell Yamazaki's non-aged expression, because if they keep selling 12, that means every single bottle has to be minimum of 12 years, 12 between 12 and 14, that kind of age range. I don't think they can keep up with that. So I do know Hibiki Harmony is coming out with like a New Year edition. Has a really beautiful packaging. I can't find that yet, but they have one that's coming out. So the regular Harmony, they because it's blended, so they don't have that much trouble doing it. Yeah, in certain state you can find a lot of it, just like some of the alcohol. Like in certain state you can't find it, in certain state you can find more. For our state, I can find it in pretty much every store. Hibiki Harmony. So
Yeah, I see the Harmony quite a bit.
so Harmony you can find, but Yamazaki very hard. Yamazaki is the shit, yo. Yamazaki is so good. It's good. So Harmony. Now Hibiki 25, Hibiki 24, Hibiki 12, Hibiki 15. Those are hard to find. Yeah, if you get good at Hibiki 20 right now, you're looking at $2,000. So that's hard to find. They don't make those anymore right now. You literally had to wait another 20 years, right? So. So yeah, in terms of drinks, sometimes you just have to ration it. Like, I mean, alcohol is not like cigar, right? Cigar, if you just want to wait for another re-release, it could happen within 2 years, 3 years, if something goes away. Like, you know, for example, Davidoff does, it's the Vault series. That's basically old cigar brought back, right? So a lot of cigar company actually bring back the cigar as long as they can make enough of it. You know, $1,000 or something like that, they will make it, right? But for alcohol, for whiskey, they had to let it sit minimum of 4 years. So if they want to make something Yamazaki 12, they have to wait 12 years. So how many 12 years do we have to wait?
Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
Right? So so alcohol is one of those you kind of have to ration it out. But cigar, different, right? Cigar, you should smoke it. I feel cigar, you should smoke it. Because if it's that good, eventually they'll release it. Right? Because usually it's that, okay, we didn't have enough crop, we didn't have enough to distribute, or we didn't have enough people to make those cigars, right? There's too many SKUs for everybody. But I think that, you know, if... Just think of it this way. Okay, Andalusian Bowl. That year, that 2 years when they hit number one, it's impossible to find, right? Impossible. Like if you find it, they jack up the price 3 times. Like you're buying that as if you're buying car right now. You're paying 200%. But once they ramped up production, they catch up. It went to normal again. Got plenty. Like right now, you can find Andalusian Bowl. I mean, I know I can find it.
I know where they're sold.
Yeah, they sell those.
You don't hear much about them though anymore.
Yeah, because you can buy them now. You can buy them now, and a lot of people want to kind of keep it harsh because they felt bad for actually paying $48 per stick. Okay, they felt bad for. Now I got 3 boxes upstairs, so I know paying $48 per stick. And then you're like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. You know, that's get that point. It's an $18 stick that went to $48 a stick, and that's before tax.
And to think I smoked 2 of them at one time.
That's actually only supposedly $36, right? So if you think of that way, people just they ration it. They felt like they overpaid. for waiting it because they thought it was gonna be gone. They thought it's gonna be always be like this, like you can't find it. Yeah, you can find it. I went to a few places that they were just sitting there now. A half box left and stuff like that. Now, if I smoke one, I might buy another one to put it there, kind of fill it back. But like, I don't really feel the need to smoke that because we have so many other cigars to smoke. And when you get to that point, you understand, right? Like rare cigar became rare because us consumer buying it, right? You can have $1,000 cigar that's really, really bad that nobody want to buy. Technically, that's still rare, right? You can have $1,000 of certain cigar that tastes absolutely bad. No one want to buy it, but that's still a rare cigar. Just nobody wants it. So cigars, if it's rare, if you got it, I will say, ration it out. I mean, not ration it out, but the drinks ration it out, but the cigar, you should smoke it.
Okay, so at what point? Because I'm still new to cigar smoking. Okay.
Okay.
So, I hear about cigars, man. It's a rare cigar. It's a good cigar. You can't get it no more. But at what point makes it a rare cigar? Is it that good, or is it because they made so few of them? They made it a limited thing. Like I have some cigars. I have a Cuban Romeo and Julieta that I've had for 6 months, but that's the only one I have, and I want to smoke it.
Smoke it.
Hey, but I know that once I smoke it, it's gone.
You can get more. Romeo and Juliet are still in production.
Yeah, but Romeo and Julieta from the United States versus the Romeo and Julieta from Cuba.
Take it from Soy Sauce Assassin. I've smoked a lot of Romeo and Julieta that's Cuban. You probably will not miss it for another one. If you do, I'll find it for you next time when I travel. You don't have to worry. They are very easy to find. In fact, if you just go to Mexico, they have it. Or you can go to Canada. It's closer to you. Canada, they have it.
Yeah, I've been there, Chris.
So the rareness is it because the limited amount that they made it rare, or because it tastes that good? That
It's
once
neither.
Supplies were gone.
It's neither. It's accessibility. They made it harder for you to find it and get it. That's what makes it rare. Right? And a lot of time, it's actually not the manufacturer's fault. Like, for example, if they make $1,000 of it, and they know it's gonna be popular, they put it into store, and the store hogs it for their preferred members or clients.
Okay.
That became rare. They hog it. You can't get it.
Okay.
Right? They might not be expensive. They jack up the price by 5 times. That makes it hard to get, right? So it's really the retailer that makes it harder, right? Because the manufacturer, they don't know. They just make it. They don't make it more rare. They don't they'll tell you the leaf is rare, but they don't tell you that it's rare to get a box, right? Your retailer tell you, hey, these cigars are hard to get. If you want it, you got to get it now. You pay like 200% markup. I guarantee you're going to like it. That's just sales pitch, right? Because when it comes to rare, it really depends on the retailer themselves, right? If this retailer can only get 1 box, to him, that's rare, right? To you, that makes it even more rare. However, if you live in a state that can get $10, $15 at a store, that wouldn't be rare anymore, right? But some store owner might be like, you know what? I know everywhere is hard to find. Everybody's calling my store trying to get it. I'm gonna hog it, and I'm gonna jack up the price. Well, now that cigar became rare. So it's not because the cigar is good, because nobody smoked it yet, right? When you can't find a cigar, you haven't smoked it yet. How do you know it's good? Right? And whether or not they make more of it, that has to do with where you are, right? For example, like Blenton's drink. Some state, you can get Blenton, no issue. You can always find Blenton. If you go to cruise all the time, you find plenty. They're not that rare, but if you go to your local shop, you can never find one. Okay, so it really depends. But yeah, that's why I couldn't find one too. If there's a Hibiki Harmony limited edition here, I will have go buy it right now. But they sell it quick. I'm telling you, they hog it. The store hogs it for their preferred clients or friends and stuff like that. When they have it, they cut out their buddies. It's, yo, I got this thing that came in right now. I put it under my table. I'm not going to put it on the shelf. You come over here and grab them. Well, that became rare just now. You know, shit happened. Just now, that became rare. It wasn't rare before. You know, the product was never meant to be rare. Right? They produce as much as they can. You think that you think a cigar company is gonna purposely make less box when they can make more? Right? They wouldn't. So if there's money, there's a way. Right? So if they can make it this year, they can make it in the future. Again, just you don't know when. And that's what makes it hard when you want to smoke something like that. But something like a Cuban Romeo and Julieta, the reason it's rare is because you have no access to buy it here. That's what makes Cuban rare, right? But Cuban is really not that rare because once you leave this country, any other country that sells cigars, aside from United States, will sell you Cubans. Okay, any other state. Any other country, right? You go to Canada, which is like, I don't know, one state away from you.
Yeah.
You'll be able to buy Romeo and Julieta Cuban. I can travel at any given time. I can I was looking for Cubans. I'll bring a few back. I've done that. So you just need someone to mule it for you. Right? It's not that rare. Cubans are not that rare. Now, there are some Cubans that are rare. Sure. Yeah. Right? Yeah. The Bahiques of Cohibas, those are rare. And they're very expensive because they are rare. Okay, they don't make a lot of those. Right? And in turn, the rare is, number one, you don't see a lot of people smoking it because they're so expensive. Number two, if you see them, there's not a lot of them because people who buy them by the box and just hog it there because they know it's expensive. It's gonna hard to get, and a lot of time it will go even more expensive as they go away. So if you can afford it, you end up buying a lot. If you can't afford it, you'll never see them. That's how it became rare. But not because they don't want to make more. Trust me, the dictator in Cuba was like, you guys make more of those things that are gonna make me money. Right? They're not gonna go, don't make any more of the things that make me money. So cigar is good. Casa Cuevas Prensado is it, yo. It's it. Ooh. So yeah, today's weird. Today's 50s over here. We rained. Rain at December 1st is crazy. It's crazy. I went out with just a hoodie. Right now, you see me wearing t-shirt. Yeah, I have heat on right now, but we're in the 50s, 60s. So it wasn't that bad. I feel like today is definitely weird. So one of those days, I feel like, it's time to kind of balance myself, find myself the next stage of myself, right? To find the next stage of my life that I have even less responsibility now. Even less responsibility now. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna feel tomorrow. I just know how I feel right now. I know my wife, when she came back home, she was very sad. She walking through the door. She went to the foyer. Our foyer has a stair going up. Like, it's a small 5-step stairway. And she just walked in front of it and just break down crying because that's usually where our dog comes to welcome us. She went home. She called out her name. Obviously we know that she's not gonna come, and she was very sad. She break down crying. I was like, I don't know what to do with that. Like, I feel sad, but I'm not the type of person that cries over death. Because I feel like, ever since I was young, I know that if I cry, everybody else cries. So I have to be the person that doesn't cry, right? So like in a family situation, if I go down, everybody will go down because I'm there. I'm the guy of the house, right? I am the support, the mental support for everybody,
The Rock.
right?
The Rock, yeah.
Right. So I have to be there.
But it happens.
So I'm using these relaxation tools to help me relax and calm down and deal with. Like, what's harder is not dealing with the situation. What's harder is to see my loved one cry. That's really hard. Like, because you don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what to say to my wife. Because nothing you say is going to make it better, right? So you just got to allow her to cry. Allow her to kind of let the emotion out. Yeah. Because it was hard. We were in the doctor's office, and she had to kind of face the wall because she was crying. She doesn't want anybody to see it. And for Asian culture, Chinese culture at least, if you cry in front of a person or pet that's dying, their soul might not want to move on because they feel like they had to stay. So for us, like for her, it was very hard. So she had to walk away so that our dog does not see her crying. It was hard. I had to hold it in. So I can tell like how tough it is for her. For me, it was just like, you know what? I need a drink. One of those things, like, for guys, we're just like, I need a drink. I need something to kind of hold this back, calm this down. I need a hot bath. I need a cigar. I need a drink. I like right away I came home, I started chowing down food. I started eating. I started stress eat. Myself, I eat a whole entire order of the jambalaya from Cheesecake Factory. Just chowed it down. Like, God. And I ate the bread. I ate yesterday's leftover pizza. I just started eating. I was like, I need food. I know the food is gonna give you that happiness. I'm just gonna chow food down. Okay? And we have some. When I was buying this bottle of whiskey, my wife bought a can of gin and tonic, and we drink that. We share one, and damn, that thing tastes bad. That thing tastes really, really bad. All right, that thing tastes like soda water plus vodka plus grape plus cucumber. It might sound really good to some people. But then it tastes bad. It tastes like raw, like the cucumber rawness. Like it has that flavor. I will be okay with just the grape flavor. Hey, Brendan. I'll be okay with just that grape flavor, but that cucumber flavor is really, really bad. I feel like I went to a spot where they have this cucumber water, on the side. You get some cucumber water in the spot, and then you drink it, and then you're like, this thing's bad, and then you add like alcohol into it, and you drink it. It's like, oh, this is really bad, and then you add more grape to it, and then drink it, and you go, this thing is fucked up. I don't know why I'm drinking it. So yeah, we just drink that. That's really bad. And so after I'm done, like, I need to go smoke something and wash this out of my mouth because that's bad. That's bad.
Long time no see, Chapin.
Yeah, where have Chapin been? Chapin, where have you been? Stop playing with your bike. Come play with me.
Now it's cold. Can't be riding this bike now.
That's why he's here. Can't ride the bike.
Unless you got a snowsuit.
Can't ride. Yeah, then you had to ride the smoke rider thing. There we go. Enigma to you just got his prize. So.
Nice.
Did you get your prize yet, Val?
No, not yet.
I sent it out together. Huh.
That's okay. I had ordered something. Today's 13 days. I'm waiting for it to show something to show up.
Something. A little bit something. Okay.
It just takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time.
I heard that like the postal office is the U.S. Postal is under pressure to fire that guy, Joy. And I think that they should just get it over with already. This guy is making postal slower and slower.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but Mike Wells must know somebody in that chain because I get packages from him when I order, like within 3 days.
Well, he does ship priority. Now, when I ship one cigar or something like that, something of like within 2 ounce, 3 ounce, I send it first class. So they might be slower. Even though it's funny because under the time estimation, first class is 2 days, but priority is 3 days. I was like, why? How is priority even longer than first class? But when I think first class, it's never 2 days. It's weird.
Yeah, I ship all my stuff priority as well.
The good part of priority is that it has insurance that goes with it.
Right.
The bad part of priority is that it wouldn't make sense for someone to send something 1 ounce. Right? Like,
Right.
That's literally, like, if I can fit a cigar in an envelope, that will happen one stamp.
Yeah, I thought I saw you ship somebody a cigar in an envelope. I was like, did he just ship it that in just an envelope?
I always send it in a bubble envelope. So that's what I usually send it out. I have those like bubble long envelope that I use. But at the same time, there are I was talking about like using one stamp to do like one of these long envelopes. Put a letter in there. So
Let me address Brandon there. So Brandon, your order came in as everything sold out, so I actually had to order more hoodies, and then I got to print them up. Once I get those hoodies, they should be here any day. So I'm printing those up, and then Val's and James's stuff because they wanted all the holographic stuff, and I got your shirt in there as well, Tony. Your holographic shirt.
oh.
Yeah.
So see, Brendan, you should feel good that your batch is made of the same batch as Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. That's special.
Yep.
That's special. It's warm and nice and all together. It's all cozy. I didn't get to wear it, but I blessed it. So yeah, t-shirts. Oh man, wintertime. I actually like wintertime. Well, I actually like cold because when I go out, I can just wear a hoodie and stuff. I don't have to choose what t-shirt or what kind of things on there. I retract my comment. Yeah, you should. You should.
Yeah, it was crazy because we had that Black Friday sale and everything just flew off the shelf. It was gone fast. I was like, holy shit. So you're gonna get a fresh off the press hoodie.
Yeah, it's gotta be warm and still smoking. Still smells like the guy who printed your hand. It's like nice. You can smell it. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
that
anything
nice.
else I had in stock for Brandon's order. The only thing was one of the hoodies was out of stock by that time. Shit.
So Hashimoto, we're still waiting for you to come out with the Hashimoto Sport cat back exhaust.
I don't think I'll ever have that. That's a lot of engineering.
No matter how bad the engineering is, it's still got a better than the eBay fart cans. And eBay fart can sells, that would definitely sell, okay?
That's true. People will buy anything these days, man.
People
I
still
just
buy
want
them.
some bullshit with my name on it, though.
Well, obviously it will be better, right? I mean, okay, let's say not catback, just the exhaust muffler.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
I prefer catback because it sounds more legitimate,
Oh yeah.
right? I mean, when you just get the muffler, you have to weld it on and stuff like that. They break off because the heat and stuff like that. You don't want that. You want a catback, right? In fact,
Right.
if you want to go for the header, I'm not gonna complain.
The only thing, they won't be available in California.
Definitely won't pass.
No.
Waiting for on gum pods, I retract my USPS comment. What the fuck?
Yeah, you better wait till you get all your shit.
Wait, they send gum pods with USPS? I thought USPS will not ship gum pods. It had to be UPS.
Oh no. Just parts.
Okay, so USPS will send weaponry parts, but will not send my alcohol. WTF, USPS.
I know it's so jacked up. Like I even tried to ship one day. This was a long time ago. I had a box of some alcohol. It was like either Jack Daniels or some shit, just a box. And I put the stuff in the box, and they told me when I got there, "Oh, we can't ship that in that box." So
Yeah, you can.
It's not really alcohol. There's just clothing or something in it, and
Right.
they were like, "No, can't do it."
There was no rule in there that said you cannot ship in an alcoholic box.
That's what they told me. So I was like, "So what if I just take a marker and like scratch all that out? I mean, what the hell? What's the difference? It's just a box."
Mhm.
They wouldn't do it.
They'll tell you that no, you just can't do it here. You can leave and come back.
Oh yeah, I went and just got another box and mailed it.
Yeah, that's so weird. It's like, so if I put this box inside another box, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dumb people. I'm not trying to insult people that work for USPS, but I'm saying that those people that came out with the all of a sudden rule, those are dumb. Okay, those are dumb. So, and this is why USPS keep running out of money. If you ship alcohol, you'll make shit of the money. Right? If you make it like some stupid thing that's like, alcoholic surcharge for your shipment, people will pay.
Oh yeah.
And you will make back your money. Right? Your problem is that your stamp is not making enough money because now people like to send emails now. They don't send letters. All right? Fine. Make it so that there's surcharge to ship specific stuff that people need. For example, alcohol. Or you can do, you guys ship gun parts, do some gun mandatory insurance. You'll make the money back. You'll be okay. People on top not thinking. So, we just gotta sell forever stamps so people buy those stamps. Or the problem is whether or not people need to send anything. All right? And the things that we need to send today that will still require USPS, packages. Right?
Yep.
So make packaging more efficient and charge us a little bit more. We'll be okay with that because it's either you or USPS. This is freaking monopoly. Government made it so easy for you to be a monopoly and you can do it, right?
That would just be too easy for them.
Right? They made it so easy for you to be monopoly. You're the only one that can utilize mailbox. Okay?
Yeah.
It's federal crime for any other company to utilize the mailbox that's there. All right? You can use mailbox. You have the your monopoly on sending letters, pre-printed, pre-sorted letters, and you fuck this up. Go get another advisor. Go get a consultant, like Asian consultant. All right.
Tony Wayne.
Don't hire me though. I'm not gonna deal with it. Don't hire me. Go find Asian consultant that drinks and smoke, and they will find out for you. In fact, if you have a special rate for just cigars, tobacco product, and alcohol, you'll make a killing. Right? Special handling for cigars. Special handling for alcohol. People will pay those surcharges to make sure their cigars are okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right? People will pay the surcharge to make sure the alcohol that they got to send to them came in one piece. They might not like to pay for it, but they'll end up paying for it because their investment is a lot higher. Right? So, if I bought a box of cigar, and I know that's gotta have a special handling, meaning that when it's in a truck, they'll put it inside a bag or something like that. That'll be the dumbest special handling ever. But because it's a special handling, you can do something else, right? Something like alcohol handling. Like if you knew these are alcohol and you accepted it, you can charge people more for having the box in a crate. Solid structure, so they don't stack on top of each other. People will pay for that. Because I know I would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, because it would be convenient.
Right? It will be convenient. Right? And they can even charge that, like, okay, cigars, if this one has a special cigar handling, it will be delivered during the morning. Right? First thing in the morning, it will get delivered first. Almost like first class, right? not first class. What's that thing called? Certified.
Yeah.
You pay a little bit more, but hey, people had to go to work. If they can get received in the morning before they come back, and not having the cigar sit outside for a long time, they'll be okay with that. I'll pay that extra $2, $3 just so I receive it before people go to work, right?
I gotta run.
All right, cool, man. Have a good night, man.
See you guys.
See ya.
I think that.
So yeah, I think there is quite a bit of options for USPS to make good money and provide good service. And because they didn't want to change any of that, their like structure is so bad that they can't compete with UPS or FedEx, right? And FedEx get the benefit of it because people utilize FedEx to send important letters, right? If you get a FedEx letter, that letter is important. And when it's not important, people don't have to send it. They send an email, right? But why do you think that FedEx gets that versus USPS? Because your service right now is not trustworthy enough for that letter to be sent. FedEx overnight letters are $100. People pay that.
And people pay. And people pay. Businesses pay.
Let's talk about this. One of those being delivered is almost 20 times what you charge for first class mail. Right? More than that, right? 20 is okay. It's more than that. 67 cents or 65 cents. Let's say 70 cents. 70 cents per stamp. 10 of them will be $7. 100 of them will be $70. So that is 1,000 times, right? 100 because 100% will be 70 cents. 1,000% will be $7, and then 10,000%. That's a lot. You had to send 10,000 of those letters to get one of those. Right, if I didn't get it right, I get it right, right? 100% 70 cents. Plus a zero, 1,000% will be $7. Plus another zero, 10,000%. 10,000. You gotta send 10,000 of those letters to get one of those delivered. So why wouldn't you do the business on those? Why does FedEx get that job, not USPS? They should think about this. Most government-sanctioned monopoly cannot get this right. Government-sanctioned monopoly cannot get this right. And they want to go buy new trucks and everything. Granted, I want people to have new trucks. They need more convenient truck, AC and everything. Okay, sure. Right? They want to do an electric vehicle? Sure. But figure out how to make that money. It's not that hard. They're consumer too. They know what people want to pay for. And what people are willing to pay more for are hobby related. Hobby related. Regular shipping is not it. People are not paying a lot more for that. Hobby related shipping, make it pay more. People always find ways around it. Right? We find ways to ship cheaper because it makes no difference. If there was a difference, then people will. Right? It's a problem. It's a problem.
Well,
Val, did you know you won 2 more rock class?
I did. Mike posted it.
Yeah.
I said, "Whoa!" I was surprised.
You've been winning a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta be the next Sherry. You gotta be next Sherry.
I'm on a roll.
Right? But that's the thing, right? To win a lot of stuff, I had to participate, right? Participate, you win stuff.
Yeah. Participate.
You know, people is like, oh, I you know. Now I shouldn't say this because I don't participate in a lot of giveaways and stuff. because I personally feel like I want to give other people a chance. I never win anything anyway, so I'm just making it harder by going in. So I think that when people see that kind of thing, you gotta know that a lot of people don't do it. So when you do, yeah, you got pretty good chance. You got pretty good chance.
Really good chance.
Hey, let's go.
You have a better chance in winning like that than the lottery.
Yeah. That's let's go, Brendan, right? I don't get that. I don't get that mean. I don't get it. I don't know why people keep going saying let's go, Brendan. I know there's supposed to be some sort of saying, but I just don't get it. I really don't know the root of it. So when I read it, I can get that your name is supposed to be one of those let's go, Brendan. But I don't get the meaning of it. I don't get the meaning of it. So while I'm at this, I might as well announce this. So we're gonna have raffles. Alright, raffles. So the raffle information, since it's only for the members of Shadow Smoke Legion, will be posted in the group on Facebook and Discord this weekend. Alright, and I can just tell you guys ahead, it's gonna be $10 ticket. Okay, $10 ticket, and then prizes in here and there. Obviously we have the Yaza prize, which I don't know what it is yet, but usually Yaza prize don't disappoint. If you wonder the level of Yaza prices, just have to watch the old shows. they never disappoint, right? We also have ashtrays, that's donated by my clock, and that thing's a beauty. That thing's a beauty if you haven't seen it yet. So we got good amount of prizes. Not gonna be like before. We have more higher prizes. So oh, okay. Now I get it. There we go. Thanks, Raymond. Yeah, but I thought it was some sort of story to it. I just don't know the story. Try to not to get too involved politically. Ah, yes. Alcohol makes everything better. In a way. Within reason. So yeah, we have $10 tickets, and we'll start after that being posted. Don't ask me before that. I need time to myself, and this weekend I will post it up on what code to use and everything. So reminder for those people who's doing the Secret Santa to send your stuff out. If you haven't sent it out soon, that it's gotta be messy. We'll just talk about USPS. Right? If you don't send it out soon, they probably won't get it on time. Okay. So, it's almost an hour. I think we'll end at the hour mark, and now go back up. Come from my wife. We usually look at pictures and stuff like that, and remember the good time. Celebrate the good times.
Yeah.
Drink.
This happened yesterday, right?
This happened the day before, and she went through the procedure today.
Okay, and the nights leading up to it, how were you guys, both of you?
For me, like I say, I don't usually have any reaction to it. I'm more like the support role. So I call my father-in-law, I call up my mother-in-law, and just let them know what's going on. Explain to them the situation. My mother is still in China; she can't come back, so she did a streaming, kind of talk to the dog. At that point, the dog is already not that responsive. She doesn't know you're talking to her anymore. So, we're just there. Give her a little bit more like a family gathering kind of feel to it. Talk to her and stuff like that. And she didn't want to eat yesterday. She vomited all day yesterday. So she didn't eat yesterday. But today, she woke up like a trooper. It's crazy. That happens with a lot of people or pets that are dying, they have this flip back as if they're normal for a short period of time, right before they go.
Right.
So she was energized today, waking up, ears up, chased my wife around the house for a little bit, even though she can't. She literally cannot. But for some reason, she walked a little bit. You can tell that she used up the last of her strength because after that, she was tripping. She was falling all over the place. So at noontime, she ate some food, which is fine. And then we went to the doctor after that. Now, the doctor did a last kind of checkup to make sure that she is at that point. Because we had a virtual doctor visit because the doctor didn't have time to fit her in right away that day. So we did a virtual, I explained what happened to the dog and what's the symptom and all that stuff. They look at it virtually, but when I get there, the doctor, listen to her heart and listen to breathing and all that stuff. She's like, yeah, the breathing is labored. The heartbeat is extremely slow. It's not normal. And then feel around the stomach. It's like, I think that she have a tumor there too. And she's in pain. And I said, yeah, I can tell. She's frowning. She's not, tail's not up. Nose is dry. She's breathing really hard, like having trouble breathing.
They're struggling.
Yeah, she's trying to hang on there for whatever that's coming. Right. So the doctor's like, yeah, it's black and white. That this is necessary kind of thing. I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead. So went through it, and you can tell the moment that injection went through for her to go to sleep, not pass away, but sleep.
Right.
That moment, her breathing just settled. Like she wasn't feeling that pain anymore at that moment, right? Because she's sleeping. She was sound. She was breathing normal and everything. Like you can tell, like, okay, that just tells me that when she was awake, she's in a lot of pain, right? She had trouble sleeping, so that put her to a nice, restful sleep. Okay, and when the injection went through, her frown just basically slowly released. It slowly released. You're like, okay, that pain went away. That's done, right? And took a little bit, and then she finally went. That's when we know, that was the right decision because she was probably in a lot of pain, but she can't tell you. She cannot say, oh, you know what? My butt hurts. She can't say that. She's just like, yeah. I'm holding a lot of pain. I don't know what to do. I don't want you guys to feel sad, so I pull through. That kind of feel, So I feel like that was a relief for her. It's release her from all those pain. And obviously my wife was bawling her eyes out afterward. Because, the dog has been with us for 16 years.
Oh.
So it's always been there. It's always at home, welcoming us home. It's always there, be the support. When my wife is stressed, she's always there, right next by her chair. When we're watching TV, she's always under the table. She's always there. There's always that noise. When we're gonna sleep, you'll hear her snore, right? And you'll hear her snore. You'll hear the dog snore. Sometimes it's really funny because we'll be watching TV on the bed, and the dog will just sleep. You'll hear this dog snore and then fart. That's the funniest, cutest thing ever. It's like, did she just sleep and fart at the same time? But it was cute. It was funny. And that's not going to happen again, So the house does feel a little bit quiet now.
Yeah.
Like we don't hear her little paw walking, Well, usually when I'm chatting with you guys, I can hear her walking around, But now I can't. So yeah, it's a little bit lonely. It's a little bit sad. It's a little bit quiet.
Really quiet.
Yeah. So yeah, but at the same time, I treat it as okay. Now, us as a parent, the job is done. Think of it as the kids moved out, right? Now we have a little time for 16 years. Since that, we can focus on ourselves now, right? So take some time, focus ourselves a little bit, and figure out what we want to do afterward, right? So it's an opportunity. It's a change. So we just gotta go with that. I might take my wife to a sudden vacation, just kind of relax our mind a little bit. We didn't plan it, but I told him, like, maybe we should, wait for snow. Let's go to a snow mountain. Let's go snowboarding or something like that. So yeah. So if I cancel on more shows, that's why I took my wife to a relaxation vacation. And yeah, no big one. So okay, that's it for me today. 1 hour. Thanks everybody for joining me for a little chat. I feel like something like this is best to talk. It's best to not put myself in a situation where I'm facing the wall and feel sad. I feel like the best way is to put myself in an environment where I get to talk to my friends, people online and stuff like that, and then I get back on my groove again, and Saturday we'll chat again, right? So, I ordered some cigars, so I'm gonna smoke those on Saturday. Hopefully we'll get here before that. I don't know. Hopefully, all right? So, I'll see everybody again on Saturday, 9 Eastern time, and then we'll talk more about regular stuff on Saturday. Okay? So have a good night, everybody. I will see you guys Saturday.
Good night, Tony. Good night, everybody.
Good night.